If you guys are like me, then sorting through warranty information is a unrelenting pile of suck. So what I'm going to try to do periodically is not just with warranties, but HVAC manuals and all sorts of boring stuff. I'm going to try to break it down for you guys so you learn a little bit about what's in these manuals, warranties, instructions, maybe find out some things you didn't know about the equipment you even sell or work on every single day. But for the first episode here, we're going to take a look at 3 things in this Goodman warranty that you may not know. It should first be noted that although this is a Goodman warranty, Goodman puts out various warranties for various pieces of equipment, and depending on how it's installed and where it's installed, the warranty may vary. But in general, this particular item stays the same. What won't Goodman do to correct problems? And this is confused a lot, especially with homeowners. Goodman will not pay for labor, freight, or any other cost associated with the service, repair, or operation of the unit. I don't know about you guys, but I've had to pay freight on a lot of evaporator coils, condenser coils, and all sorts of other non-stock items because they were warranty. They don't necessarily charge you when you purchase these things, but if you're doing it under warranty, you will definitely be charged freight, and it can be rather expensive. I know I paid $100 and $200 to have something shipped so I can make a warranty repair. Secondly, electricity or fuel cost, or increases in electricity or fuel costs for any reason, including additional or unusual use of supplemental electric heat. It's very specific because when your heat pump dies, has a refrigerant leak, or some sort of similar issue where it can't do any primary heating through the refrigerant, those heat strips kick on, and sometimes a homeowner doesn't notice for quite a while. So you can rack up quite the electric bill, and Goodman is slowly sliding out of the way so they don't have to pay anything like that because, first of all, I don't know how you're going to tell how much of the electric bill went to the supplemental heat. And secondly, it could be a long time and a lot of money when the homeowner does not notice. Not their fault. And Goodman is obviously saying, not our fault either. Thirdly, lodging or transportation charges. So they're not going to pay you to go stay somewhere while you fix something or anything else. I've never done anything like that. That's more of a commercial thing, I think. But every now and then you'll have to go work on a multi-family dwelling and you'll have a group of guys or a crew stay in the motel or something like that. That's what I'm kind of imagining. I've never done anything like that, so that hasn't really come up for me. Last one's the big one. Last one is a confusing one, refrigerant. Homeowners always want to say, why are you charging for refrigerant? Because they do not give us any money for refrigerant. That's been the same ever since I can remember, and it's been confusing ever since then because, you know what, homeowners, refrigerant's part of their system. They don't think they should have to pay for it, and they got a point, but no one pays for refrigerant. At least no one that I know of. You guys can let me know if a company pays for refrigerant, but Goodman definitely does not. Here is another confusing section because so many times business owners even don't know when the warranty actually begins, and homeowners definitely don't know when the warranty actually begins. So this is that particular section which is going to come in real handy. Warranty coverage begins on the installation date. The installation date is one of the 3 dates depending on the circumstances. The first one, units installed in a newly constructed residence. The installation date is the date the owner purchases the residence from the builder, which is interesting because you might think it's at startup, but it's actually not. It's when the residence is purchased. So what happens if it's not purchased for a year? I guess you get a free year of warranty. I'm not quite sure what happens right there because if it breaks within that year, I don't know what you do because typically you put a name on the warranty form, and if you put a contractor's name and then go back later and put a homeowner's name after it's registered, I'm not sure how that works. That's never come up. Maybe you guys can tell me, but that seems like a hole in the logic here. Number 2, for units installed in existing residences, the installation date is the date the unit is originally installed. So that's an easy one. You do a change out, you install the unit, typically it's a day or 2 sort of deal. As soon as you start it up, we register for that date and you're good to go. That's pretty easy. Number 3, if the date the owner purchases a residence from the builder or the date of the unit is originally installed cannot be verified, so you don't know when it happened, the installation date is 3 months after the manufacture date. So what they're saying is if you can't figure out when it was installed, They're just going to give you an arbitrary day of 3 months after manufacture, and you can go by the serial number to figure out when the unit was manufactured. Here's some more circumstances where Goodman says, we ain't paying for it. What units does this warranty not cover? This warranty does not apply to, and remember guys, this changes from company to company, from system to system. Not all of Goodman's systems use the same exact warranty. So you do have to read up on your particular system, but these are sort of things that stood out and are, I won't say they're universal, but they're semi-universal across the board. This warranty does not apply to units that are ordered over the internet, by telephone, or by other electronic means unless the unit is installed by a dealer adhering to all applicable federal, state, and local codes, policies, and licensing requirements. So you can order a Goodman unit online, and it will be warranted, but you have to have proof that it was installed properly by a contractor, not your cousin, not your cousin's friend, not your dog. Units that are installed outside the United States, its territories, or Canada. So it's cool, you want to go up to Montreal and install a unit, that's fine. Guam, I guess that's fine. But watch out, Mexico, no units there. Units that are operated in incomplete structures. Yes, that is usually where we have the drywall dust phenomenon. If you start up a system before a house is finished, that can be a big issue because there's some circumstances, for example, the drywall dust, which is particularly tough for a unit to handle, and it can become clogged up and disgusting rather quickly. So definitely be careful when you're starting up a unit before a structure is finished because you could be liable for some of the issues. Units that are installed in buildings other than owner-occupied residences, such as non-residential buildings or residences not occupied by the owner. So there are certain warranties for like rental style properties, certain warranties for owner-occupied properties. So you have to make sure that whatever circumstance you're installing a unit, you attach the proper warranties to the install. You might have to do a little bit of reading because there was 3 or 4 different warranties in this particular booklet. So make sure you get the one for your situation. If you want to watch more videos just like this one, click on this playlist right here. If you want to see our brand new video, click right here. If you want to find out more about the great sponsors that make this show happen, click up here. And to join our email list where I notify you when we're going live, click right here.